Okay, hopefully we should be live right now. Just confirm in the chat when you can, please. It says, yeah, my phone says we're live. So I'm just going to share this in a couple of chats, just to bring the numbers in. Just so people know, like, in case anyone's got notifications on. And then we'll get into some topics and we'll do the questions. So, where's self-promotion? There we are. So, how's everyone doing? Hopefully the stream's okay. There is a bit of a warning here. So hopefully that's all good. Do you know what? I've wanted to do a video on a post-resignation world for such a long time, right? And I've never... Yeah, thanks, Glasgow. I've never got round to doing it, and I don't know why. Average view time. I don't know why I never got round to doing it. It could be... I've been wanting to do this kind of video since I think the Trump era. I've got a can with me. I'm just going to open that. Hope it doesn't blow out anyone's ears. Is the stream? Can you guys? Is it live streaming? Is it on? Can you guys see stuff? Or let me check. Is everything working? Oh, my mum's phone. Give me 1 minute, guys. Sorry. Mum, your phone's ringing. Damn it. Sorry about that, guys. It's my mum's phone's right by my microphone. So yeah, thanks, Christian Cruz. How you doing, mate? How's everyone doing? So yeah, thanks RC. Thanks Varumonk. Varu's easier. I don't know if you mind me calling you that actually. Probably should check these things. Got a drink from the dock. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Hopefully we get some people joining. Someone's. Thanks Glasgow, the king. So yeah, there's a link to my Discord if anyone isn't. I think everyone here is part of the Discord. There's a link to the Discord. It's free. You know, you don't need to. There's no Patreon link or anything like that. It's my mum. She's put happy birthday, Cinemarella. I haven't seen you in ages, Cinemarella. Feels like a long time since you jumped on one of the Civ 6 streams. I'm guessing you're around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go nab this link from here. I know the e-begging is getting a bit annoying on the channel. At least I think it is. I'm not sure because everyone does it. The Patreon link is there for anyone who wants it. You know, you can join the Discord for free. There is a paid channel, but so there is a paid channel, but you know, you don't need to worry about that. Hello Aya, how you doing? How's everyone doing on this fine day? What's the weather's not bad actually today, considering it is July though. It is July, and you think the weather would be a bit nicer. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I have been watching your videos. Work has been crazy. Nah, there's no shame in that. Don't worry about it. You know, I know you're going through. Don't worry about it. Just grabbing my charger. But yeah, it's one of them ones where like, what age are you, Madge? I'm 25 today. It's good to hear, Varu. Good to hear. We'll get into the topics. I did want to ask the question, do we live in a post-resignation world? And then Matt Hancock had to go resign. But I feel like his case is a bit different, considering what he did was, like, it cuts well with the British public, and what he did was not great, to be fair. Doing good. Topping up tan today. Mate, my tan's already done, mate. I don't want to get any more than this. Honestly. My tan is done. If I could stay like this for the rest of my life, I'd probably take it. But yeah, it's good, decent weather today. The Discord link's there. Anyone who wants it, feel free to use it and join the Discord. Hurricane Elsa is expected to cross over Florida. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, man, the kinds of weather you guys get is insane. I feel like America gets like all the different kinds of weather. It's crazy. Yeah, good luck with that, mate, and just be safe. You know, like I know that's like such a cliche thing to say, but rain like crazy all week, thunderstorms. Yeah, especially because you live on the coast as well. No, you don't live on the coast, but I think it is on the coast. Florida, the state, I mean. But yeah, I'll tell you what, give it another 5 minutes and we'll go into kind of the topic I want to talk about. Yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments people have been leaving on one of my other videos. It's good stuff here, you know, some of the comments are quite funny. But yeah, how's everyone doing anyway? So let me know, and we'll go on. Give it about 5 minutes. We'll go on to the main chat, and I will try and do more of these kind of talking kind of live streams more often. People seem to enjoy them, and that's the main thing. We'll go for about an hour. Then I'll do like some post stream stuff. Really need to find a way to turn notifications off. Don't show. Okay, yeah. Giving it an hour, looking at satellite photos of northwest Russia while listening to you. That's a really odd and specific thing to be doing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, probably that's the most interesting thing anyone's gonna say all day. Is it controversial? Oh, mate, I haven't seen it yet. If that makes sense, it's really bad from what I've seen. Where is the Discord link? I can't see it. Let me repost it. If you, okay, let me repost it. I tried to pin it, but I didn't let me do it. It should be that. Is there a pin? There it is. So I've pinned it now, so you should be able to see it. There's a few people new who joined today. So yeah, just it's free. There's no obligation. Just please don't cause trouble. That's all I ask. I don't want to have to jump in as moderator. I'm not the UN. You know, you will get hit with an iron fist. Oh, might be bad for me, but it tastes great. So yeah, let's see what people are saying. Let's see. Florida, raining like crazy all week, thunderstorms. Yeah, man, I just, it's tough. It's a difficult situation because you can't really do much about it, the weather. Have you seen Patel's new immigration bill? I've heard Glasgow. Which bit is it? Which bit are you talking about? Is it the one where they're going to look after, they're going to take migrants and asylum seekers offshore, or the one where they're going to put them in prison for 4 years? Because our prisons are already full, I think, so bringing more people in is not going to help. I guess she wants to use it as a deterrent, but at least some people know that if they're in prison, at least like they have a guaranteed place to live. Top of this chat box is a pin. Yeah, it should be there. I'm walking home. Cinderella, are you okay, pal? Are you doing okay? 3 hour walk. That's crazy. Um, Give it an hour at looking at satellites. You mentioned that. Is it controversial? It is definitely controversial. Great video again, but Brexit nonsense is really doing my head in. I think I'll be looking at how to get away from the UK soon. Yeah, do you know what? If I wasn't so tied in with my family, I'd really think about it. Like going somewhere like, I'd want to go somewhere warm, but do you know what? I really liked Amsterdam when I went. It was really nice, like the ferries and all that stuff, pizza cruises. It was fun, man. And you know that Rajuk Museum, I could have spent all day in there. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Discord link is up. Walking home, top of this chat box is pin. I heard it used to be 50% of channels broadcasting to EU were registered in the UK. They can't, so had to leave. Now only 10% in Europe and UK, just to broadcast local. Yeah, I think a lot of these kind of networks would have been based in London as well. And you know, I don't know what's going to happen because like, TV shows, movies, that's all kind of soft power. That's all soft power, so you're going to lose a lot. Just there alone, like you know things like Doctor Who, Top Gear. I'm trying to think of British shows that are like really like iconic. Excuse me, sorry. I'm trying to think of. Name some iconic British shows if you guys can. Pointless is Pointless iconic. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I can't think of any, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I heard that today it used to be about 50%. UK lost all tax revenues from those commercials. It's not just the commercials either. We've lost presenters, all those kinds of people. And when you lose like, if you lose like a TV network, you lost, you know, the crew. So you're talking producers, editors, writers, cameramen, using everything there. So that's a lot of people and a lot of tax revenue to lose. Denmark is working with Rwanda to do a camp for asylum seekers to be processed outside of Europe. Huh, that's interesting. MTV European channels were based in the UK, now they moved to the Netherlands, for instance. I'm amazed MTV's still a thing. Like, does anyone actually watch MTV anymore? Because it was really popular in the, I'm going to say, mid 2000s. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Mid 2000s and 90s, maybe. You know, like something Crib. Was it Welcome to My Crib or Here's My Crib? Something Crib related. So that was really popular. And then, yeah, it just kind of tanked. But yeah, so I don't know if anyone actually watches MTV anymore. Someone's apparently photoshopped pictures of Ryan Reynolds over their ex-boyfriend's prom pictures. That's kind of funny. Yeah, new video's done really well. It's almost got 1,000 views. That's crazy. MTV Europe's heyday was 1990s. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, what do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to go through the questions in the community post, or do you want me to go through kind of the topic I wanted to talk about? Let me know. Can I do a poll? Okay, yeah, I can do a poll. So, let's see, community tab questions. Because I know I put Son of Vikings one. Oh, I don't even know how to do this. Okay, wait, I've got it. Which questions should I do? So let's put community tab, and I can't spell community tab or damn it, or headline, video title question. Okay, ask community. Has that worked? Can you guys see a poll? Is that should be able? You guys should be able to see a poll like in the chat. Oh, right, it's at the top. So yeah, I'll give that about a few minutes. I'll just read out some more comments. MTV started August 1981. I thought it was around forever, to be honest. I thought it must have been around like since the 70s or something. But yeah, Taskmaster, Emmerdale, Sherlock, Inspector, Lewis Morse, Downton Abbey. What about Agatha Christie's Poirot? Poirot, is that English? Is that British? Let me check on my phone quick, because that. Let's see, because I love that show. Agatha Christie Poirot TV show. I think that was produced in the UK, yeah. Yeah, so that would be one, yeah. Agatha Christie's Poirot, Belgian. I thought he's French. MTV Dance on Saturday nights was superb. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I have no idea. All right, let's see. We'll give it to 20. If there's a poll up there, you can just check it. Most of you look like you want to go for the community tab ones. So I'll give it about another 2 minutes. If vote in the poll which one you want to see, and then we'll get to the last bit. We'll get to the bit at the end, the other one. Poirot is awesome, and yes, it is British. I have all the books as well. Yeah, because I knew Agatha Christie was British, but I didn't know if the TV company was British, sort of the producers. But yeah, that's an iconic show. I think Monk is American, but yeah, Poirot is really good. So yeah, just vote in the poll above. It's only 6 votes. How many people have we got here? 10? Nah. Yeah, go with 10. So yeah, just vote in the poll. We need a good sample size here, people. UK broadcast sector is still minuscule compared to America, and lots of UK film industry is owned by French Canal Plus. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. But the UK film industry is quite small compared to America's, but most countries would be. That's the thing. Eric Biscoff. Glasgow's put something. Yeah, I am live now, in case anyone wasn't aware. But yeah, we'll go for a couple more minutes. Vote in the poll, people. The poll. So yeah, we'll give it. Okay. 6 votes. Yeah, I don't know if the UK produces that many good shows, to be fair, anymore. Because most of the stuff people watch nowadays on TV is just rubbish TV shows, anyways, right? Like Love Island and stuff like that. Like, bro, like who cares? That show, man, I don't get why people watch it. No more polls in the UK after Brexit. You're a funny one, Christian. I'll give you that. That is not bad. No more polls in the UK after Brexit. Yeah, get rid of those. All right, we'll call it. We'll go for the community tab then. I don't know if Son of Viking is still here. He did comment at the start, and I don't know if he's still here. But yeah, I've got a question from you, Son of Viking, because I nicked it from the last live stream. So we'll just go with the ones we've gotten. And before I ever do any kind of live streams, I'll make sure there's a community post. That's the word I was thinking of. So what I'll do is I'll open the chat on my phone, so I can see what's going on and make sure you guys aren't getting into trouble too much. Looking for trouble, but never looking too hard. Close His poll. Oh, damn it, son of Viking. He was here. He was here at the start. Countries in English aren't English speaking normally have their own dominant broadcasters. French film market is superb and does well across Europe. I tell you what, there was a really good French cartoon called Galactic Football. That was brilliant. Shameless, Poldark, and Luther being Luther's one, yeah. Luther would be one. Shameless, people do like it. It's a bit weird for me. What was the one? It's Humans, the ones with the robots. That's not very specific, I know, but it's well like that. People think the robots are going to replace humans. Is that Being Human? That could be it. All right. Anyways, we'll go on to the community post. Son of Viking, I hope you're here, but I hope you come back by the time I get to your question, which is there it is. There, I posted it as myself because I copied it. So what I'll do is I'll leave his question just in case he comes back. So we got one from Anders Eriksson, who is a prolific poster. Is he here? Excuse me. So, sorry. So what happens? You drink fizzy drinks. Okay. That should be all of them. Sorry about that. So what do you think? So from Anders Eriksson, a forwarded happy birthday, mate. What do you think, Phil, will happen with the United Kingdom? Will it split? Of course, that could be a security problem for all. I'm guessing he means all of Europe. I don't know about the English or grammar or anything like that. It's, even if English is your first language, like my written English is terrible. It's really bad. It's really bad. So don't worry about it. As long as I can figure out what you're saying generally, I'll give you a pass all day. So. Of course, that would be a problem for Europe if it happened. I think that should the split happen, NATO would have a problem. All talk has been on trade, money, finance, transport, etc. But a security problem could arise and trigger the European army as an army group inside NATO or a completely new European alliance outside NATO. So it's a really interesting question. It's a broad question. Being Human was Ghost. What? Sorry, movie fan lover. I kind of missed it. Being Humans was Ghost. All right. Anyways, so his question is quite a lot of mini questions inside one. So if we go one by one, which is, what do you think will happen to the United Kingdom? Will it split? Yes, I can see Northern Ireland potentially unifying at some point. People are saying within 30 years, which, in my opinion, isn't that long. I've got a message on Discord. Okay, cool. Someone's DM me. I'll just go check that quickly, just in case. So yeah, we move. So do I think it will split? Yes. I think that the UK will split into... I think there will be an independent Scotland. Kind of hope there is, to be fair, just to end this nonsense. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I think I can see Scotland and Northern Ireland quitting. I think Wales was complaining about... Mark Drakeford was complaining about something, and also the fact that Wales typically elects a Labour government, whilst Britain typically England typically elects a Tory government. That's an issue, I think, for the Welsh. I'm not sure how bad it is, considering they spent that dunderhead who to the British Parliament to Westminster Parliament with his Union Jack tie and his Union Jack mask, talking about why the Welsh flag, why isn't the Welsh Parliament putting up the Union Jack and all this nonsense. These guys and their culture war, man, it's genuinely annoying. Like, it really irritates me. To make sure the chat's not frozen. Nah, I think it's fine on my phone. So, no, Being Human, it was a drama comedy. US did a series based on the British series. UK will break up in the next 10 years. Yeah, I think it would be. I can see that happening, yeah. So, just thinking, So that could be a security problem for Europe if it happened. Yeah, I think it will be, but because hello Zafa, it will be an issue because obviously the UK is part of NATO, and thanks to Zafa, and it's also part of the Five Eyes network. So that could be an issue. Would an independent Scotland be part of the Five Eyes network? I guess it would be Six Eyes. Would they want to be a part of the Five Eyes network? That kind of thing. So that could be an issue. Would an independent Scotland have their own version of GCHQ, for example, the UK spy agency? So that sort of thing. These are the questions. I guess the Scots would have to ask themselves. So every time I think of Scotland, I always think of that groundskeeper Willie clip where he's like, "Girls and boys are mortal enemies, like Welshmen and Welshmen and Scots, and Japanese and Scots, and Englishmen and Scots and other Scots. Damn Scotland, they ruined Scotland." I can't do an accent, but yeah, every time I think of an independent Scotland, it reminds me of that clip. It makes me laugh. A werewolf and a vampire rented a house that was... Oh, I remember this. Yes. I remember that. Yeah, it was on BBC Three. I remember that movie, Fan Lover. Yeah, a werewolf and vampire rented out a house that was haunted. Yeah, there was a ghost. Yes, I remember. I remember that. Yeah, that was about, I think, 10 years ago that came out. So going back to Andres Breivik's question, yeah, RC. Yeah, I think the UK staying together is more unstable than breaking up, especially because of the fact that England has a lot of dominance in the main parliament. That's a major issue. So, anyways, I think that split should have happened. NATO would have a problem. I don't think NATO would have that big a problem, considering like Scotland would maybe be a part of NATO or maybe not. It's up to them. So yeah, sorry, I'm just replying to someone. So yeah, what else? What else are I talking about? So obviously it'll be up to the Scots if they want to join NATO or not. That's solely their decision. So yeah, I don't think it'll be as big a security issue in that regard because I can't see the Scots joining, say, the Russians, for example. All talk has been on trade, money, finance, transport. Will there be a hard border in Scotland? Won't there be a hard border in Scotland? All of this kind of stuff, which I think they're the main bits of conversation. They are the main bits of conversation. But a security problem could arise and trigger the European army. I don't think it will get that bad in any of the independent states, as long as Nicola Sturgeon doesn't do anything dramatically stupid at that point. I don't think there'll be a new European alliance outside of NATO because, well, I suppose the European army could be a thing, or the EU army. The problem is that I feel like in any kind of international force, you need the Americans involved, and I feel like without the Americans, like your international force doesn't hold that much weight. If that makes sense. I know the French have a powerful military, and so do the British, but most of the other countries in Europe don't have that much of a powerful military. Sort of EU countries, anyways. So yeah, if anyone disagrees with that, feel free to put in the comments. That's no problem. But yeah, kind of to answer your question, I don't think it would be that big a security problem as people think. I don't want to say as you think because you might not think it's that bad. It's just a question. But yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad. How can the erosion of democracy be stopped? What will be the future path of the UK, in your opinion? That's a tough one. I should have favoured that one, really. That's a tough one. It's two questions. So how can the erosion of democracy be stopped? So the main thing is you got to vote the Tories out. That's got to be the main thing. You got to get them out before they can do any massive damage to the courts. Changing judicial reviews and all this stuff. I should take my headphones off because I don't really need them. You have to make these sorts of changes. The Tories have to go. You have to change the proportional representation system. The only issue with that is with past electoral history, a proportional representation vote could have done damage. The only problem is it's a hypothetical at that point. Would people vote the same under a PR system like they do in in a first. Would people vote differently in a first past the post system than they do under if there was a proportional representation system? I think the answer would be yes. I think people would vote differently. Yeah, I think the Tories would lose a lot of support to like the Brexit Party, but I feel like Labour would also lose a lot of support as well to like the Greens, the Lib Dems, the Monster Raving Loon Party, all of these kind of parties. So I think moving to a PR system can be good so long as we stop the rot, which is that the media have to call out the media have to call out the Tories for what they are. They have to call a spade, basically. That's what has to happen. And if they don't do that, then you know we're in the same boat here. That's what's going to happen. If the media give a season ticket for question time appearances for Nigel Farage, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And what that means is that he'll be able to spout his kind of propaganda unchallenged, because that's what he got away with most of the time. He's very good at lying to people. When he came up with, do you guys remember on one of the, I think it was the debate with Nick Clegg, where he basically said, Nick Clegg said, you lied about how many Romanians and Bulgarians and whichever other minorities would come to the UK, and Nigel Farage said, yeah, we could have the entire, and we could have the entire population of Romania here by tea time. And, people believe that. So, oh my God, so many Romanians, so many Polish people, all this stuff. But then, point being is that Britain could be mostly empty by tea time as well, as James O'Brien points out. So that's a very stupid argument. Where are these people going to live? They're not going to live on the streets of the UK, are they? We do have some homeless minorities within the UK from the EU, but it's not en masse. You're not talking about hundreds of thousands, I don't think. So it's just, the kind of arguments that people made that have to be called out, they have to be fact-checked, like when Mitt Romney got fact-checked when he was lying about Obama, when, Romney said there was a major historical event that happened in America and Obama was on holiday or something like that, when Obama did a speech in the Rose Garden. And so what happened was Mitt Romney looked like an absolute idiot. So what you need is, you need live fact checkers, or you need pre-recorded shows. You need pre-recorded shows so that things can be fact checked, because these guys talk absolute drivel. Like we saw, what's that guy's name? Brandon Lewis talking about how how do you define what a border is in the RSC? Like, brother, are you stupid? Are you trying to treat me like an idiot? Like, come on now. So yeah, honestly, the erosion of democracy has to be stopped by, you have to get rid of the Tories, you have to do a PR system, but the media have to do a lot better. Now, The Sun, and there was another paper where they're not profitable anymore. I can't remember what the other one was. I'm sure someone will tell me in the live chat. The Sun's not profitable. So eventually, once Rupert Murdoch dies, which, he's very old, and I don't wish death on anyone, but he's very old, okay? Once he goes, there's a possibility that they could look at getting rid of The Sun if it becomes a financial liability, because some of those guys at Fox want to make money. Not Fox, sorry, whatever the holding group is of The Sun and Fox News, all that stuff. Those guys want to make money, and they will look at getting rid of the Sun at some point, I think. So at that point, once those papers go, because the newspaper industry is dying. Like, I do have a subscription to The Guardian where I pay like £2 a month because... God, what's that funny... there's a really funny columnist they have as well. Can't remember her name. Blonde lady. She's really, really smart. I can't remember her name now. Great. But yeah, people like her, Rachel Sharby, she writes for The Guardian on occasion as well. They're worth supporting. So, if you like these newspapers, the Byline Times is one I need to get a subscription for as well. They do good work. Really good work. But yeah, media have to call a spade, call the Tories out for what they are. That's one of the main things. There has to be a lot more judicial reviews of Tory action, so we can only get that through, crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing, really. Helping the Good Law Project, another organisation that needs a lot of help. That's another thing we could do to try and help. And also, talking about Tory lies. Marina Hyde, that's her name. Yes. I think she is blonde. Let me Google her. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, she is blonde. She has like kind of black blonde hair. She's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, she's really funny. Yeah. At times that, really intelligent, really funny at the same time. which you don't get a ton of from certain journalists. They can only do one or the other. Jon Stewart being the kind of, he's not a writer per se, but he's one of the kind of exceptions where he's hilarious but also really educational. So yeah, just to answer the question, Savina, I'm not sure how to pronounce it actually. Media have to do better. The tabloids have to be less effective, I guess. More judicial reviews, but also getting rid of the Tories, putting in a PR system. Those are the things we need to do. Just going back to the chat quickly, just before we go to the next question, which is about test and trace. So let's have a look. These big political changes, such as Scottish independence, tend to happen far quicker than people think. The thing is, right, say if we had a referendum in 2 years, right, it's how fast does the untangling process happen? That's the key question, RC, I think, for me anyways. Eric, happy birthday, some French words. Anniversary, big badge. Thank you, Eric. I'm not going to read that word on stream because I'm not going to make a bigger fool of myself than I already am. Cinderella, Finland has quite a big army. All men have to serve. Yeah, I mean, it's not just the size of the army. It's, how sophisticated are your weapons and things like that. RC, I suspect that some not watching the Scotland situation closely are thinking SNP is an extreme nationalist party. It is not. The SNP are moderate centre-left. Okay. There's an issue with political labels. So is the SNP really a centre-left party or is it a left-wing party? That's a key question, I think, for me anyways, because how you define things is really different. How you define things is a problem. Advocating civic, not ethnic nationalism, that's true. Yeah, there's a difference. So yeah, kind of what is left-wing and what is centre-left? That's a key problem I think a lot of people have, even myself. I have that issue. What's the difference? Where do you draw the lines? That's the thing. And thank you, Perilous Thought. Yeah, Marina Hyde was the person I was thinking of. Support the byline. Eddie, happy birthday. Thanks, Eddie. And a bunch of fascists. Gonna need clarification on that, G. But yeah, okay. So we'll move on to the next kind of question, which is happy birthday. Since the government's friends obviously don't manage to create a working test and trace system, hey, they worked really hard and the expectations were really high. So Edulus, I don't know if that's a fair statement. At least Dido Harding would disagree with you. Despite getting £37 billion, man, you could buy multiple football teams for that money and put out the world's best teams. You could do a madness with £37 billion. Oh man, that's so much money. Despite getting £37 billion, how about buying the one Germany created for €20 million? 17 million, not billion, thanks for the clarification. Now that they plan to open up more, I think a working app will be essential. The thing is, we do have an app, I just don't know how well it works. It doesn't work well at all, does it, actually, the test and trace app? So yeah. Oh, sorry, Eddie, yeah, a fascist, yeah. Call a fascist what they are. Yeah, that's what has to happen. So yeah, carrying back on. The thing is, they spent so much that. Let's try and break this down. Germany were far more prepared. Yes, far more prepared for the pandemic. They also did more lockdowns earlier. So what that meant is the cases weren't as bad. So their test and trace didn't have to be as great as the one the UK needed, if that makes sense. So that's a problem. RC, I'd be careful about that one. Apparently, allegedly, I'd be careful about that one. I'm sure Dave's a happily married man. So yeah, just going back to this question. The problem is the UK's original test and trace plan was meant to centralise data because I think, that's my personal opinion, they wanted to harvest the data for other reasons. But once they realised that that wouldn't work and they had to go to Apple and Google, that was quite late in the day. I think that might have been the summer, maybe July, I'm going to say. And by that point, you couldn't figure out the kinks in any software you had. So that was a problem. Also, the fact that they kept trying to do their own thing didn't help. They tried to run it through Bluetooth, which I don't know how the German one works, I'm afraid, but they worked with the actual companies and did better. Fair enough, RC. Okay, that's good enough clarification. But yeah, the German one is far better. Even now, it'd be worth looking at because, as things open up, like you said, PE do this. I think that's how you pronounce your name. The thing is, right, we've gone to the point where someone's deleted RC's comments. Was it RC or was it someone else? It's fine. You can put them back up if anyone's deleted them, if the moderator's gotten rid of them. But yeah, no, whoever did that didn't need to do it. There was an allegedly in there, and I think that's good enough. But yeah, let me know if you're still there, RC, if you've been sent to the gulag. Getting a test and trace up. The thing is, with this COVID thing now, they want everyone to forget about it. People have been double jabbed, or at least a certain amount of the population has been double jabbed. Now it's if you die, you die. Who cares at this point? That's what the Tories are trying to spin out. German COVID app is Apple, Google. Yeah, so the Germans actually spoke to the the two main phone software makers. No, that's not it. Operating software. No. You guys know the thing I'm trying to think of. The German one sucks. Trust me, I'm German and I know. Fair enough. It can't be worse than ours. But yeah, point being is that we're not going to buy. The thing with the COVID contracts, it was a massive bung to Conservative Party friends, and that was the thing. They spent a lot of money to Serco. Serco made a killing off it. Serco spent a lot of money giving it to other people. It's just a massive gravy train of money. Also, no one is using it. Okay, Kim, fair play. Citations would be nice, but I don't know if you post a link when you get banned. So I'll give you a pass. If anyone knows to the contrary, then fair play. But so Land of Burnt Face said they'll ask the questions on the day. I'm guessing this person isn't here, so we'll see if they're here. We'll keep this running to about say 10 past 7, and then we'll switch to Discord after that, and people can talk and things like that. So no problem. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a quick sip, and then we'll go into the question. We'll, talk about the topic. Go away, Matt Hancock. Get out of here. Shoo. So kind of, I had to rush to get these because I went to the shop before the stream, and yeah, I took way longer than I should have done. My grandfather fought for fascism with heavy guns. It took 20 years to understand his fault. Yeah, it can take a long time, especially when you've been brought up in a certain way. That doesn't help at all. Okay, some of the stuff we're going to be talking about in the chat is a bit sordid, so I'd rather not see anything grim being put in the chat, especially with some of the allegations we're going to be talking about and kind of... Damn it, Kim. Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to be serious. Okay, so... kind of did Matt Hancock being a kind of exception here, but do we live in a post-resignation world where you can ride out the storm and not be forced to resign? So RC throwing some fire there, RC dropping bombs. So point being is that Matt Hancock was in a position where he told people that they had to lock down, etc. To protect people, obviously. Excuse me. Oh, feels like I've had the fizzy sweets. Wish I had some of those now, actually. That would be good. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, Matt Hancock in a situation where he tried to ride out the storm. So when did this stuff come out? Was it last week? So apparently Friday he thought he could ride it out. Saturday noon he thought he could ride it out. Do you eat chocolate Claire? What? Do you mean eclair? Alright, movie fan lover. I'll get to that point in this. Do you know what? I'll answer that now, actually. So the lady was on CNN for 2 years after, but retired. Now we do fact-checking now, but after the debate. That's kind of pointless because most people go there to see the debate, and the debates are quite late, I think. They're in... I want to say like 8 p.m. 8 p.m. So So the fact checking, when is that going to happen? Say 9, 10 p.m. People are like looking to go to bed by then. People are bored. So I think that's why this stuff shouldn't be live. It should be just, say about 20 minutes ahead, and people should be able to live fact check them. Fair enough, it doesn't save the audience, but you can have it so you have fact checkers in the room where they'll pull people up after the break. For example, they'll say, David Cameron, you lied about this, or Boris Johnson, you lied about this, etc. Because Boris Johnson now, he's doing the same shtick he did during the 2019 election, where now he's saying, oh yeah, we need to vaccines. How do we get rid of how do we solve the foods rotting in the field crisis? What we need to do is get the vaccines out, and then people can go back to work, and then you can get the crops. Like, bro, like, that's not going to solve the problem, because that's not the problem. And he did the same thing in 2019, like, how do we solve the nursing issue within the NHS? Oh, what we need to do is get Brexit done, and then we can fix the NHS. Like, no, like, bro, like, no, bro, calm yourself. That sort of thing. So it's ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's just so stupid. And they should be live fact checking, or at least it should be done as this program goes. Even if they're about 15 minutes ahead, for example, you can do a lot of fact checking in that time. But I can't lie, with that moment, Mitt Romney got wrecked. That one, when Obama was like, the Cold War called, they want their foreign policy back, I was like... And when Mitt Romney complained there's less like warships, and then Barack Obama was like, yeah, there's less bayonets. And I was just like, bro, that's cold-blooded. Stop it. But yeah, moving on. So, Matt Hancock was put in a situation, well, he put himself in a situation where, he basically broke the rules to be with his new lover, I'm going to say. And, people are rightfully so upset. But the questions are, why wait for this long to release it? And it could be the case that they wanted to get a minister in who, would be more anti-lockdown, like Sajid Javid is, who focuses more on the economy. So if you focus it from the dark angle, like that, it could be true. It's a good time to get rid of Matt Hancock. The inquiry is going on. His name's going to be mentioned a lot, and the government got rid of him. But the thing is, it didn't sound like Boris Johnson wanted to get rid of Matt Hancock. That's the issue. So it could have been some backbenchers, but which ones? That's the question, because Boris Johnson said the matter is closed on Friday. Next thing you know, Matt Hancock resigns on Saturday. So, yeah, point being is that he was he put himself in a situation where, he had told people they had to lock down. He told people like office romances were off. He told people to stay at home basically unless you need to leave the house for work or essential reasons, right? He got caught having an affair on camera. And then he was put in a situation where he felt like he had to resign. He's probably, in terms of optics and scandal, he's committed the worst offence. But then there are, multiple Conservative ministers who have broken the ministerial code. It mentions it. The Byline Times again, Yorkshire Byline Times. I don't know if they're separate from the Byline Times, but you've got multiple ministers have broken the code. You've got Rishi Sunak. You've got Priti Patel, who's put really abhorrent rules around asylum seekers / migrants. Horrible stuff. Big Mikhail Gove. We've got Matt Hancock. He's gone, but he also broke the rules around the ministerial code. Big Robbie Jenrick. He's another one. He's potentially broken the ministerial code. Alistair Jack. I have no idea who that brother is, but, this man here in Scotland. Dominic Raab. What did Dominic Raab do? Raab refused to give evidence to Parliament on Brexit negotiations. This broke the ministerial code, which requires transparency. Grant Shapps. He has been employed under a fake name as a web designer. The question is, does this man actually know anything about web design? Gavin Williamson, who... Yeah, he's still Education Secretary. I was thinking of the one who was in charge of... It might have been the MOD, where he went recently. Secretary of State for Gavin Williamson allegedly broke ministerial code for leaking details of Huawei. Liz Truss. Let's not forget Priti Patel was actually sacked for breaking the ministerial code before. Let's not forget that. So what we can see here is that there are multiple ministers who have broken the ministerial code who've arguably done worse than Matt Hancock in this instance, by lying to Parliament or other kind of dodgy acts, whatever the hell Jenrick was accused of. But the thing is, that kind of affair stuff cuts through the British public far more, especially since the optics were far worse, because of the situation we're in, the lockdowns, etc. So, do we live in a post-resignation world? Because let's not forget of all the things that Donald Trump was accused of. He's not been taken to court over some of them, apart from a defamation case. But he was accused of a lot of things. Matt Hancock was the sacrificial lamb. Very possible, movie lover fan. Very possible that that's the case. But if you look at Andrew Cuomo, for example, no one talks about what he's been accused of, and he's been accused of some heinous things. And the simple fact is, none of these people went at the time. Donald Trump didn't resign. Andrew Cuomo didn't resign. All of these Conservative ministers didn't resign. Let's not forget the one who's in charge of DEFRA, George Eustace. He's been accused of lying to farmers, to fishermen, and all sorts of other people. He's still in post. Victoria Prentice, who's the Minister for Fisheries, she didn't even bother reading the trade deal with the EU, the TCA. She was too busy going to a nativity. So, point being is that none of these people resigned, and it does beg the question: do we live in a post-resignation world where, because the news moves so quickly, you can ride out the storm pretty much? You just keep a low profile and you're okay. Look at the stuff. Andrew Cuomo, people thought he was going to resign. He was like, he was Blue Trump basically. He was Blue Trump, accused of all sorts of things, sacrificed so many people during the pandemic, etc. And the simple fact is, he's still there as the governor of New York. He's still there. And, chances are, if he does have to go for re-election, I don't know when it would be, because he beat Cynthia Nixon a good, I think, say 3 years ago. Jesus, like this man, he does, do you know what I mean? Like, this man's still there. Andrew Cuomo's still there. Multiple ministers who have broken the ministerial code, they're still there. So, kind of, the question is, do we live in a post-resignation world? And I think we do. I keep calling him Dominic Raab for some reason. Matt Hancock is kind of an exception to that, because what he did was incredibly, not heinous, but what he did was it cuts through to the British public. But I think, there's such a anti-lockdown sentiment amongst Tories. I feel like Matt Hancock is quite hated amongst certain Conservative circles. So it makes sense why they want to look at deselecting him. I don't think that will happen. But yeah, it's... correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think we do live in... Oh yeah, Joe Manchin, ExxonMobil, yeah, that's, people see him as, Manchin, like, he's untouchable. West Virginia... that guy, he's been involved in that scandal there, kind of with ExxonMobil. He's a guy who's done all sorts of other stuff in terms of with votes, the filibuster, all these kind of things, and he's still there. Not a scandal as much. Joe Biden's been accused of a lot of things. He still managed to run it for the presidency. New York has term limits. I think it's 2 terms. But yes, people thought he was gone. But post-Trump is a new world. And that's the thing, isn't it, really? Post-Trump, post kind of resignation, people forget. Like, Andrew Cuomo was accused of so many things. Trump, he was accused of so many things. And they just keep... Well, Trump didn't keep a low profile, but... you just keep a low profile and you can get through it, and chances are someone might bring it up in a debate, but, I don't think they will. Al Franken did less and he was forced out, and that's the thing. Like, if Al Franken just rode out the storm, I think he would have been alright. Movie fan lover, who replaced Al Franken in his seat though? I feel like his replacement was decent. I can't remember. So if I go back to some comments, Eddie saying, I'm more worried as I never thought food shortages could be an issue until the last at least 2 years in. I mean, we are looking at some food shortages. I think there's one story where industry officials want to bring the military in to help transport food. Like, we're not in a natural disaster zone. Like, that's bad. I think that Hancock was the sacrificial lamb. Again, I think you're possibly right there. Taki Yasser, the legend. The UK will now have to basically bribe companies to stay and not move to the EU. I mean, Vauxhall's the most recent one. I think that's been bribed. We don't know the amounts yet, which is annoying. after Dominic Cummings threw him under the bus. Are you talking about? Oh yeah, Matt Hancock got absolutely eviscerated. He got eviscerated by Matt Hancock, by Dominic Cummings. Eviscerated. I watched some of it live and I was like, wow. But then he didn't prove receipts. But you know what? If you want to find the information, you got to subscribe to his Substack. What a despicable human being! Like, he's gonna charge you to know about the inner workings of government. And the thing is, he doesn't even need the money either because he's rich. He's just that much of a prat. And the thing is, right, he said, I clicked on his Substack and it says that if you copy too much of it, he will invoice your boss. And so what I'll do is I'll just turn it into my own words at that point. Paraphrase, just start paraphrasing. Kim, come on, man. I do not get how you guys still complain about these con men in government. I mean, it's crystal clear to anyone that the clowns in charge are completely out of their mind. Yeah, the thing is, though, it's not enough people, is it? Because they still win majorities. They, the only election they've, let's look at it this way. Yeah, 2010 they won. They won the majority of seats, but didn't get enough, so they got into coalition. 2015 outright majority. 2017 coalition government. 2019 massive majority. People don't see through them. That's the thing. English people mainly aren't seeing through them. And Brexiteers still defend them because they have to. I think they feel like they have to because they can never admit they're wrong, because they were. Excuse me. Term limits, Franken. Politicians have worked out rather than resign or be blackmailed, they're better off riding out the storm. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll say absolutely. They can just ride out because people will forget. And to be fair, even if you are voted out the next term, you still made 3 more years' salary and a fat pension. Do you know what I mean? So why not? If say for example, if Matt Hancock tried to ride out the storm, right, he would be as Minister of Secretary of Health until 2024. And if he loses his seat, he's made another 3-year salary. He's not going to be deselected, but yeah, he would make another 3-year salary at 120. I think it's 112,000. Compared to the 74,000 which MPs get paid. He would make a lot more money, and he would make a lot more connections too. Cuomo and his office deliberately obfuscated the number of people who died in nursing homes to not make it look as bad, and lots of women had allegations of inappropriate behaviour. Yeah. With the nursing homes thing, I think I covered that at one point. It was very similar to what happened in the UK. That, man, when I saw that, I was like, wow. That was such a hard story to read. And talk about. Is so difficult. I can't imagine what it was like to have one of your families live in one of these nursing homes as well, who were just basically put to death by Andrew Cuomo, who then gave these same people, these same companies, immunity. He gave these companies immunity, or at least tried to. Man, that guy. But yeah, those are kind of. I think I had another topic to talk about. I wanted to go through, but can't remember what it was. It probably wasn't that important if I've forgotten it. But yeah, if you guys got any more questions, throw them in the comments, and we'll go for about another 10-15 minutes, depending on how active y'all are in the stream. Let's see what's going on with the Discord. Cora, thanks for the invite. Edward. Cora? Who's Cora? I'm so confused. Anyways, we'll go back here so I don't have to keep looking at my phone. Dominic Cummings didn't insult a lot of people who might have power in future, but Hancock was different somehow, and once everyone seemed to realise and turned against him, I thought, to be fair though, with Boris Johnson backed Matt Hancock, even at that point, even though he called him useless, Boris Johnson still backed Matt Hancock, so Dominic Cummings interestingly gave a lot of credit to Rishi Sunak, and to, I think, some other Tory ministers, and left some of the other ones out. So that was interesting. But yeah, Dominic Cummings was very careful in the statements that he made and the people he went after, and the fact that he didn't provide any receipts, which was interesting, because he's going to milk the Substack. I'm telling you, I don't know, a lot of journalists would be subscribed to his Substack, but I don't know how many ordinary people would. So I don't know how much money he would actually make, because Substack, I'm not sure how much he charges, probably about, I'm going to say £10 a month. You can't charge more than that. I wouldn't say. Unless it's per access per article, which is an interesting business model. Let me end the poll. The poll closed up quite a bit. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, just throw them in. and yeah, I'll shoot some answers out if I can, and we'll go for about another 10 minutes. And if you haven't joined the Discord, I would suggest joining it, because we are going to do a post stream pretty much straight after. And if you want to see Margly Mug, you're going to see it on the thing. So yeah, go for it. I do need a moderator for the chat. I'll probably do the moderating for it. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, throw them in the comments. If not, we'll call it at 7:10, if that's cool. Wish I'd get a drink sponsor, man. That'd be the dream. Oh, it's got almost 3K views already, the Brexiteer one. That guy, Mr. Baker, man. Oh, it makes me laugh every time. Seen a bit of misogyny towards Isabel Oakeshott in the comments. Not misogyny, just people sort of just talking about her appearance. But yeah, like I said, any comments, just throw them in. Patreon's there for anyone who wants it. Again, don't feel obliged to subscribe to it if you don't want to. But the Discord is there; it's free. If anyone wants to join, go for it. There is like one paid channel, just because like it'd be, people are financially contributing to the channel. They should get something out of it, especially because the rewards ain't great. Got a good few people joining the old Discord. Cora, you're alright. I prefer my real name. I am perilous on YouTube. Okay, yes. I would rather you change it, but if you don't want to, that's fine. Yeah, alright, we'll go live. We'll go live in a bit. Got about 6 minutes left in the chat if you guys want to say anything. If not, this might be an awkward 4 minutes. 6 minutes even. Slightly awkward, but yeah. And with Donald Trump, like the stuff like he got away with. There was a video the late Michael Brooks did with can't remember his name now. God. Oh, I can't remember his name. The Ben Burgess, that's his name. The late Michael Brooks. Do you know what? Yeah, let me see if I can find it actually. Do you know what? This is one of my favourite videos all time, right? Hopefully I don't get copyright struck by TMBS. I'll tell you what, right? This Michael Brooks is one of the ones who made me want to do a channel, wanted me to do YouTube, right? So get ready. TMBS, Trump, what's it? Trump best roast. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Oh my god, I love this so much.
But we will do Ben's.
So yeah, let's just this here killed me. I think. I hope I don't get copyright struck by TMBS. That was the comment I left after Michael passed. That made me sad. Yeah, that's my second account in case you see it around. But yeah, I felt, he just made me laugh so much on such a serious topic. I loved Michael. That guy, man, such a legend. But yeah, watch this video, man. Oh, I sent this to some of my friends. They loved it as well. But.
So stupid. So stupid.
No, I've ruined it.
Form is done. Beautiful.
Town, New Jersey today.
Here it is.
I can't explain anything more than this. You'll understand what I'm saying in a second. Check this out.
Criminal justice reform is done. Beautiful package. Wonderful. They don't even mention my name. So stupid. So stupid. Thank you. Thank you.
It's so good.
Should we take it one more time?
Yes, I think we need that
one more time. We'll let it go. Let's go for a couple minutes.
Criminal justice reform is done. Beautiful package. Wonderful. They don't even mention my name. So stupid. So stupid. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Guy told to go exercise.
Oh, they got some of Trump's best roast here as well. Like, kind of, it's a bit lazy, but
I think this was.
So this is pretty lazy from my part, but they got, where's the, is this the, no, that's not funny. The Puerto Rico stuff was not funny. Oh, some of these were great. Some of these were great here. Trump going after Jeb Bush. There was the, where's the water one? Is it this? Sorry guys, I'm not super prepared. I was hoping there'll be a couple more. There it is. This is class.
When they put Marco on,
This Jane, when he went after Rubio, right? I genuinely like, in terms of spectacle, it was genuinely the greatest things ever. But yeah, I'll get to some questions. I'll get to some comments in a sec. But this right here, right? This is beautiful. Oh,
to refute President Obama's speech. Do you remember that catastrophe? And he's like this, and we will, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And this is on live television. This total joke artist.
Look, now he's got the water. He got the water.
It's Rubio.
It's Rubio!
That's what it.
I can't remember if there was anything more in this. I don't think there was too much more in this video, but I'll tell you what. We'll watch some of these quickly, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, you know, the Majority Report. I don't watch Brian Tyler Cohen. I don't think I've watched much of his content or any of his content. But the Ring of Fire. I like Farron Cousins a lot. I feel like he's covering Trump a bit too much, considering, you know, Trump isn't. You know, I know why he does it. It's easy views, but considering especially since Trump isn't in charge anymore, and I especially hate his thumbnails on his personal channel. Really irritate me. Actually irritate me so much. But yeah, you know, Ring of Fire, they're great, especially Mike Papantonio, big fan of him. The Majority Report are good. I think between, the Majority Report, Secular Talk, and David Pakman, those are a good mix, and Ring of Fire, those are a good mix. Did you hear when the first COVID relief checks went out, Trump wanted his signature but couldn't? However, he did get it on the comment line. Yeah, I heard about that, and it's good marketing from Trump, to be fair, because then it gets, people can see that it's him. Perilous Thought, Oakshot is an awful human being. Don't need to insult her looks. I think they were more kind of just talking about, like, she's a pretty blonde with not much there, but, you know, I think that's unfair considering, like, you know, Marina Hyde is also blonde, but she's mega intelligent. It's not your hair color that decides how intelligent you are. It's what's in between your ears, and, you know, critical thinking and how willing you are to take in new ideas. Majority Report is brilliant for American stuff. Yeah, I found, like, after kind of, it's not their fault they lost Michael, you know, that was tragic, but I think losing Jamie wasn't great, and I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of Nomi. I don't like her that much. Emma was a great addition. I like Emma a lot, for the most part, apart from the fact that she backed Warren a bit too much. But yeah, we'll go into some of this. This is phenomenal.
We need a serious leader to deal with this, and I believe I'm that guy.
When you had the World Trade Center go, people were put into planes that were friends, family, girlfriends, and they were put into planes and they were sent back, for the most part, to Saudi Arabia. They knew what was going on. They went home and they wanted to watch their boyfriends on television. I would be very, very firm with families.
This is another example of the lack of seriousness. Look, this is troubling because we're at war.
Matt, I
They've
just
declared war
no energy
on us,
jab.
and we need to have a serious strategy to destroy ISIS. But the idea that that is a solution to this is just crazy. And he got to get.
Come on, Jeb.
We need toughness. We need intelligence, and we need tough. He's a very nice person, but we need tough people. We need toughness. We need intelligence, and we need tough.
He said, like, toughness like 3 times in space of about 15 seconds.
He's weak and
Intelligence. He's on with John Dick.
But yeah, anyway, that's enough kind of indulging this kind of stuff. Trump has his own water movement, use 2 hands. Oh yeah, I remember that. Last rally, he did not only, last rally, he did only viral thread backwards. What? Wrong saying he had pants on backwards. Yeah, I think that video was fake. So when he insults, it did come back on him. Yeah, but the thing is, he's such a good spin artist. Like, he could get away with it. Like, this moment here is just, this haiku is just brilliant. You know, I don't think even Jin Sakai could come up with something as beautiful as this.
Criminal justice reform is done. Beautiful package. Wonderful. They don't even mention my name. So stupid. So stupid. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think even the great Jin Sakai could come up with something as beautiful as that. Anyways, I will probably wrap it up here, to be fair. We had a good run, about an hour and 10 minutes. Final comments. Did you hear? Let's see, mention that. People were saying, yeah, I watched the video and it was fake, and I was like really annoyed, but because I shared it, and I was really annoyed it was fake because I shared it. But yeah, anyways, I think it's a good spot to end the stream. One more time, Patreon is there, but if you want to, the Discord is there at the pinned. Excuse me, it's pinned. That was a really aggressive way of saying it's pinned. Sorry, it's pinned. Sorry, I've drank too much. Fizzy drink. The Discord is there. It's pinned at the top. If you want to click on it, go for it, because we had a few more people join here. So if you want to join it, go for it. If not, that's fine. I'm happy you're subscribed to the channel. If you are subscribed, if you're not, you should probably subscribe. That would make my day. Anyways, we'll check how's the channel doing. Anyways. Yeah, we've got quite a few new subscribers today, which is great stuff. Yeah, really appreciate that. More people joining. It's always good news when the channel grows. Even if it grows on average, a bit, it's great stuff. Worst thing he did was trying to say Democrats made all the people who died in Puerto Rico from Hurricane Maria. Yeah, Trump's a scumbag. Let's never forget that Trump's an absolute scumbag. Movie fan lover, when are you going to join the Discord, pal? That's the question I'm asking you. When are you going to join? Anyways, look, it's going to leave it there. We're going to end the stream here, I think. Thanks everyone who's kind of liked the stream. How are we doing on that? Yeah, 7 out of 14 people, I think that is. Wait, it says 17 on my computer. My phone's probably behind. Got, do you know what? Let me check the sub count again. 220. Oh, no, that makes sense, actually, yeah. Anyways, look, I'm going to leave it there. Movie fan lover, join the Discord. It's the last time I'm going to ask you today, and I'll probably ask you more later on. Thanks everyone for joining. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon's there if you want it. And I'm going to end the stream here. I'll catch you guys probably Wednesday. I'll probably do some more Civ 6 on Wednesday. Civ 6 on Wednesday. Ghost stream on Sundays. And then we're going to finish Ghost hopefully in about 2 weeks. And after that, we're going to move on to Black Flag, which is my second favourite game all time. Just because I love being a pirate. Love it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. 14 people here. All you people here that are blessed. I'll bless you guys. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stream's ended. And see you guys in the next video or next live stream, whenever. And I will try and add one of these talking live streams at some point. Alright, bye.